There are Indian sorcerers in Central America, South America, who evidently are much more aware of the different realities. They say that there are 7 different realities right here that they can handle. There's probably more. There might be 13 or 14 realities. Along that line of thinking, this world becomes a description. It is an agreed upon what we think is here. But I do tend to believe that there are other realities here, now. We're just not aware of them. And there's a lot of physics that is starting to come along to that same way of thinking, that, yeah, that is possible. That on the smallest level of subatomic particles, time is going forward and time is going backwards, so that you may eventually someday meet yourself coming back the other direction. And all of that is related to the Hopi, I believe, because Hopi mythology said that when they came here to this fourth world, in order to make it their own, they went to all the 4 corners of this continent before coming back to where they live now. And it would make sense to me that they would stay in a certain area at a certain amount of time and either populate that area or mix with the people who were there. Einstein once said that actually the only people who could really understand what he was talking about were the Hopi because of their language. It's an entirely different structure. Time then and time now and time will be all comes together, and it's not linear. That is a different way of thinking than we have. And the book tries to introduce that in a way too. I'm hoping that when you read the book, you think it's a good read, you enjoy it, you also get some information out of it. I've wondered at times if a Hopi or another Native American might be offended in some way, because there are parts of it that are irreverent. And I fully know that. The Tales of the Hopi, the book within the book, can certainly be seen that way. To me, they were like the miracle plays in the Middle Ages that would have a very serious message, but they would do it in a very comic way. For instance, I've linked it in my mind to how the retold Tales of the Hopi deal with Hopi myths. Is if you had a crucifixion playlet from the perspective of the Roman soldiers, and they can't find their hammer, they can't find the nails, the wood's too hard. And there were plays like that during the Middle Ages that were really quite scandalous in a way, but they played to a popular audience to get across a message. This book, in its own limited way, is also trying to do that. It's trying to introduce the fact that, yeah, guys, there may be something in the backyard. And that reflects my own being stymied with that idea and trying to deal with it.